Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Will Patterson, and today I'm bringing you a review of the iPad Pro 12.9 second generation. A couple of days ago, the iPad Pro was released to the general public. I was so excited when it came through, I was pumped. I already had the original 12.9 inch iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil, and I was doing hand lettering and logo design. And if you don't know, I'm a logo designer and a hand lettering artist, so I use technology all the time, as well as just using the basic things like pencil and paper. Some of you may be asking, why did I bother upgrading to the iPad Pro 12.9 when there's nothing really different about it? Sure, it's a bit quicker, but why did you upgrade? Well, I'm going to review this for you today, since I've had it for a couple of days now, and it doesn't take long for me to work out whether I like something or I don't like something. This video is sponsored by Dev Mountain. The first update to the iPad Pro 12.9 inch and the 10.5 inch is that it's got a faster CPU. I believe it's 30% faster, and it's faster than most laptops that people use now, or most everyday laptops. But you can definitely tell the difference between the old iPad and the new iPad. As you can see here, I've got a comparison of the old iPad, which is the white one, and the new iPad, which is the black space gray one. And you can see when I'm opening up documents and opening files in Procreate and just launching apps, that it's a lot nippier than new iPad. Applications open just a bit faster, which is great for me because it just feels like a new machine, and I like newness. The second reason why I updated is the screen refresh rate. If you don't know, most LCD displays that you're viewing this on, and iPhones and everything, they run at 60 Hz, and that means that you're getting a good frame rate, right? Which is good. Basically, the new iPad Pro 10.5 and 12.9 have doubled the screen refresh rate to 120 Hz. And honestly, I can't really show you on the video right now exactly how good it is, but when you're using it, it is so smooth. This is great for artists in general, because when you're using apps like Procreate or Adobe Sketch, then you're getting more real life like drawing experiences. It's honestly something that you have to pick up and look at it for yourself. I think Apple will be doing this with most of their products, such as like the iPhone and the iMac and stuff, but go to the Apple Store and have a look at it, because it will blow your mind how smooth it looks. Even if they didn't change the processor inside the new iPad, then I think it would look just that bit quicker because of the screen refresh rate. And the great thing about the iPad is that it conserves battery, because it doesn't just run at 120 Hz all the time. It actually chooses the Hertz usage when it's in different applications to save you battery, so that's really good efficiency. There's also True Tone display, which is something that's good. It enables me to look at the work exactly what it should be looking like in ambient lighting if I'm working on white paper. There's also the same camera that's in the iPhone 7 inside of the iPad, but it sticks out a little bit, which is kind of annoying, but it doesn't seem to cause any problems when I'm drawing on it. But the new camera actually does extrude a bit from the 12.9, but I've seen images of the 10.5. I haven't got a 10.5 inch iPad, but that sticks out a little bit more because the iPad Pro 12.9 is slightly thicker than the actual 10.5. Also, you can see that the microphone placements have changed. They're no longer on the side near the volume rockers, they're actually directly on the back. It's also got a flash, which is good for anyone taking selfies, but I think it's really good for virtual reality if there's a light that's needed or something like that. Now onto the Apple Pencil. The Apple Pencil, you do not need to upgrade. It is already there. If you bought it last year with last year's iPad, don't think that you have to go buy a new one. All you do is you just shove it in the end and connect it, and it's on your new iPad. Now the great thing about the Apple Pencil with the iPad now is that it is that a little bit quicker. When I heard about the new iPad and I did my research, I thought that it wouldn't actually make much of a difference, the screen refresh rate with the Apple Pencil and the latency of the Apple Pencil. I thought it would just be genuinely just the same, maybe not a noticeable difference, but honestly, it is a noticeable difference. I thought the first iPad Pro was really responsive with the Apple Pencil, but now I know that the second iPad Pro, this iPad Pro 12.9 second generation, is super responsive. It feels just so smooth and flowy. I think that's down to the new screen refresh rate, and it's got the leading standard in low latency stylus, which is 20 milliseconds. The new iPad Pro is actually slightly lighter than the old iPad, and it's also got more storage in there as well. So it starts off with 64, then goes up to 256, I think 256, and then it goes up to 512, I think, which is like mind-blowingly good if you're someone who just uses this as a laptop. And you can see that people, creatives, or even people who just want to be ultra portable are starting to use the iPad Pro as a laptop more and more, especially with the smart keyboard. And lastly, the final feature of the iPad is iOS 11. Now I don't have iOS 11 because it's not coming out until autumn, but I am super looking forward to it because of the new features of multitasking, and it kind of feels like more of a productive machine. As it ships now, it's only on iOS 10, as you should all know, and basically it's going to run iOS 11 in fall with a new free update, which is going to allow you to do some crazy stuff on there. I have not updated to the beta version of it yet because it's not something that I want to do with my new iPad. I may do it with my old one, but as you can tell, I'm pretty happy with it so far. So if you're a designer or someone who spends a lot of time drawing, do you need an iPad Pro? Well, I would always suggest, yes, you do need an iPad Pro if you're someone who makes a living drawing, or if you're a calligrapher now, or someone who does hand lettering and makes a living from it, because it gives you different options that you didn't have before, and it's important to stay ahead of the curve. But do you need to upgrade to the newest one? I do not think so. I don't think many people need to upgrade to it. I think it's a nice upgrade to have because I have all the functionality inside of this that I had in my older one, but it's slightly quicker, and if you've got the money for it, then go and get one. It is not a whole new beast. The design is exactly the same, really, aside from the camera and the microphone placements. But I would suggest if you've got the money for it, or you want to upgrade your iPad Pro to the newest and fastest model, then I would suggest to do it now, because really iPad apps now are going to be changing and getting more powerful over this next year. So I wouldn't really leave it till next year. But if you don't have the money, you're still going to have a whale of a time on the iPad Pro this first generation. But if you've got the money, go for the second one. As a designer, I'm going to be getting a lot out of this. I spend a lot of my days on the iPad sketching away for logo designs and hand lettering. So I'm pretty stoked that I can actually justify me getting one. I'm going to end on a little gripe that I want Apple to know. I was so disappointed when I opened the box and I realized it was just the standard lightning cable. It wasn't the extra long one. If you didn't know, last year's iPad, or the first generation iPad Pro, had a twice as long lightning cable, which I thought was the bee's knees. And when I got it, my wife has taken it from me now and it sits next to our sofa. And I was like, doesn't matter, when I get the new one, I'll have another one of those extra long lightning cables. No, you just get the standard one, which I think sucks. I think Apple should have, if it's on a Pro lineup, then you should have an extra long lightning cable. That is my only gripe with it, and also the price. It is ridiculously expensive, but I don't mind. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helps some of you work out whether you should get the iPad Pro or not. If you like the video, then press subscribe down below and press that like button on the way out. Guys, I can't believe that we've hit over 125,000 in like a couple months. It's mental. I hit 100,000, then I'm a quarter of the way to 200,000 already, which is crazy. It blows my mind. Don't miss any videos on this channel by pressing that little bell button next to the subscribe. Don't miss any videos on this channel, and you can do that by pressing that little bell button next to that red subscribe button. It is completely free. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next tech video, which is going to be tech for designers, because I'm going to be showing you all the tech that I use for my design job, and maybe my YouTube stuff as well, to show you how I film and stuff like that. I've also got videos coming out all about iPad accessories. I've been sent a bunch by different companies over the past year, and I'm going to be doing separate videos for them, like little case stands like you're seeing here, Apple pencil holders and bags. So stick around for them, and I'll catch you in the next video. See you soon.